Alright now, I learned my lesson well. You see, you can't please everyone, so you got to please yourself. People. Hello. I thought I'd play that because it's a song I heard in the 80s and I'd forgotten all about it, and I came across it again the other day. And it's just that line. You can't please everyone, so you got to please yourself. And I was just sort of thinking, how often are we pleasing other people? First of all, I'll just tell you what I'm making this evening. Another very simple dish, Italian. Italian. So all you need, it's creamy, cheesy, mushroomy delight. Okay, a pasta. We use. I'm using rigatoni for this. All you need is 2 good cloves of garlic. Maybe 3. I'll put 3 in actually. I like my garlic. 2 handfuls of mushrooms. Okay, and just some double or single cheese, single cream. But also, and this is, I put gorgonzola in here, and that's the only amount you need. It's just half a pack like this, or you can use Stilton. It's just as good, but I've used gorgonzola. And you chop them all up, put the garlic in the pan for a couple of minutes in olive oil and butter. I use both things. And then chop the mushrooms up, put those in for 5 minutes, slip the cheese in, let it melt. Yeah, it all melts. And I've put about 1/4 of this, maybe 1/3 of this in. But hey, when you if you like it a bit more liquidy, put more in, and I keep testing it, and salt and pepper, of course. And then you've got a mixture, I don't know if you can quite see, something like that, okay? And you want a little bit of stock. I've also used a few porcini mushrooms. You don't need to, you can use a little bit of other stock. But I've used a little bit of the juice from the porcini mushrooms, which I soaked. And then you just 10 minutes, just heat it up, simmer it. But there's one secret ingredient that I love. Well, in there, red wine. All you need is a glug. I've already put a little bit in. But the wine gives it kind of, I don't know, body, and sort of brings it down. And it gives it that twist of red wine. It's delicious. It turns a corner. That's what it does. There's a corner, and the wine sort of it sort of turns a corner with it. Yeah. And then just 10 minutes. I've already put the pasta on. That'll be another couple of minutes. And my sneaky little love affairs with the chili, so I often put a few little chili flakes in. You can, and just taste, see, and it's delicious. So simple, really creamy. It's really good for the heart. All those calories and all that cream. Okay, it's gorgeous. So yeah, where was I? Oh, pleasing people. See, we all have a people pleaser. All of us. And how often do we live our life or do things to please other people? I'm not saying we should never do things for people, but it's often disregarding our own wants and needs. We might agree with people. Our heart is saying no and our head saying yes. When actually we disagree. That the heart just thinks, no, I don't agree. Or we want approval. We do something because we want approval. We want to be noticed. We want somebody to like us. We're nice to people because we want people to like us. Nothing wrong with being nice, not quite the right word, kind. Nothing wrong with kindness, obviously. That's what life's about. but it's to get something back, isn't it? We're nice to people. We yeah, we want something back. And one of the things I've noticed is we need boundaries. That's what we need. It's healthy to have boundaries. And you know what the greatest stress buster is? I'm going to tell you a secret. The greatest stress buster is the ability to say no and to mean it. That's what the best stress buster. And yes, and mean it. That's what you want. You want to be able to say yes and no and mean it. Because if you can say no and mean it, it saves you a lot of resentment later. So there we go. Should we get back to the pasta? Just thought I'd share that with you. And that song, that's what it's saying about. You can't please everybody, so you may as well please yourself. Do the things that we love. So I'm just going to test the pasta. I like it al dente, which is just a little bit on the firm side. Okay. Yeah, I don't like soft pasta. I like a little crunch to it. Not crunch, but a little bit of resistance. That's what I like too. And just have a little bit. Oh, that is so creamy. And the gorgonzola, it's just like, oh, delicious. Delicious. So a little bit more wine, and then we're going to be ready to put it in the dish. Got a beautiful dish. That's what we're going to be using. And we have our favourite Italian dishes that they match. Got them from Orvieto in Italy. We go there quite often. So I'm going to strain the pasta, and I'll show you the finished product. Just excuse me. Get all the water out. Get that in there. And then that one last burst of heat. And I'll tell you what you will do with this, so you'll please your partner or your friends. Talking about pleasing people. This is the best way to pleasing people. Gorgeous food. So I'm just giving it one last blast. It's got salt and pepper in. And then get that in there. You can even add more cream whilst it's in there or whatever. I'm going to add a little bit more cream because I love cream and all things like that. And then you finish off with Parmesan cheese. And then what you want, just finish it off with, delicious, some beautiful basil. Have a look at that. How's that? Isn't that delicious? That's ready. 10 minutes. 12 or 13 minutes. Gorgeous. So go and please your family. Bye-bye.